positivity. I want to salute and thank those that have subscribed to our channel, the returning subscribers, the new subscribers. We don't take it for granted. We always pray to God for you, that God blesses you, God enlarges you, God protects you, God shields you together with your family. Guys, we don't take it for granted at all, at all, at all. Now today, guys, we are going to start with this lad we all love, the lad of Jamaica, the lad of water and wood. That is what we will be calling Jamaica, J-A, the land of water and wood. The beautiful city, or rather the beautiful country in all the Caribbean. And therefore today, I want to talk about the strongest or the best traits in Jamaican people. The best traits in Jamaican people. And guys, I've told you always that I keep on watching contents from Jamaican YouTubers and from the African YouTubers who have visited Jamaica, and I have ranked 1 or 2 traits in the people of Jamaica. And I want to first say I'm fascinated by the people of Jamaica because they know how to stand for their rights. You are not going to oppress Jamaican people. And no wonder we ranked Arwa in another video that the Maroon people could not entertain slavery. And actually, even when they were approached by the masters who are there, the colonial masters, so that they can help other Africans to be made slaves, they categorically refused and fought the slave masters because they cannot be oppressed, and you are not going to oppress their own. You are not going to downplay their country. They'll fight with all their strength, with all their mind, with all what they have to defend their country, to defend the people of their country. That one I've ranked, guys, and I have ranked it with almost all Jamaicans. Let me give an example. The other day, we saw the Indians that landed in Jamaica in an aeroplane. And the outcry of the people was so loud that the government could not keep quiet. Do you know if something like that happened here, where we are in Kenya, we would not know where that airplane will go, and people will not even bother because we are used to politicians dictating everything, saying everything. Their say is the final say. I think in Africa, we have just allowed politicians to have their way. But in Jamaica, people will shout on top of the mountains until they make sure something is done. Do you know that airplane had to be returned back? Don't joke with the Jamaicans. They can stand on their rights. They know their position. You are not going to joke with them. And I love that. Kudos to the Jamaican people. The other thing that I have ranked, there were these Indians, actually, other Indians, who were constructing, I don't know whether it was a hotel somewhere in Jamaica, and people, they started like they were moving people. Actually, they were not Indians, they were Chinese. They started like they were moving people from that location so that they can construct whatever they were constructing. And the Jamaicans people protested. They protested with all what they have. They could not allow these people to sit on them. Do you know, guys, there is a time people came. I'm not going to mention what race they were. They came in Kenya and they started employing Kenyans, and actually they were telling men in Kenya to lie down, and the men were being beaten. And no politicians talked. No one talked. And I was feeling so bad that they can actually allow the people of Kenya to be beaten by people who have come all the way to do their business in Kenya, and they employ Kenyans and they start beating them. I saw that trait of Jamaicans, a very strong trait, a very good trait, that you cannot oppress them. You cannot pull them down. You cannot downplay them. You cannot joke with them. You cannot actually, I really, really, really admired the people of Jamaica, that they stand on their rights. And people have to move up and down and do something because of the outcry of the people of Jamaica. Kudos to the people of Jamaica. I hope Africans, we are going to learn from you. We are going to copy you, that we cannot stand being oppressed. We cannot stand people who come to down prayers, to bring us down and show us that we are nothing. I hope that we are going to learn from that, because that is one of the traits that I have learned Jamaicans have. So the airplane had to be returned. And it was so good, because sometimes we risk our nation, we risk our people, we risk everything by allowing strangers to come to our country. I remember there is times, sometimes back in Kenya, there were some strange people that came to one of the most posh estate in Kenya. It's called Runda. And they hid there and they were doing their shenanigans. They are actually making bombs, and they had to, there was, I don't know whether they are the same people that actually caused a bomb blast. Actually brought down the U.S. embassy in Nairobi. I cannot really tell whether they were the ones, but during that time, there were some strange people that had entered Kenya and actually rented a house in one of the posh estates in Kenya. And these people have neighbors, and these neighbors are politicians, because in that estate we have politicians, we have who is who in this country. And yet those people were doing their shenanigans so well in the same estate. And therefore I really saluted the Jamaican people that they cannot allow strangers to come to their country, and they don't know what they are carrying, they don't know their mission, they don't know their plan, and they were ready to stand until these people go. That was the trait I have really admired in the people of Jamaica. I said I'm going to say today 2 traits that I have learned with the people of Jamaica. One, I have said they can really fight for their own. They can fight for their nation. They can stand with what they hate and refuse it and completely address it and demonstrate until it is done, until it touches the people who are doing it. So that, okay, the other trait that I wanted to talk about is that the people of Jamaica love good food. Not just food, good food. And actually, we have seen in so many videos. Let me take an example of Kola Smith. Kola Smith went with Dimwango and shorn Arwa. I can't remember where they had gone because it's some time back. And they went and they were supposed to cook the pumpkin dumplings. The preparation itself took a lot of time. They had to prepare coconut, they had to prepare fish and wash and clean them. They had to do a lot in terms of preparation, preparing onions, preparing garlic, preparing all those ingredients they wanted to use to prepare this food. Because Jamaicans will not just take any kind of food. They love good food, and they take their time to prepare that good food. So they took a lot of time to prepare the dumplings, to prepare the duff, to prepare everything that they were preparing to cook that food. And I tell you, that food ended up being so sweet. And that is why the acne and the starfish, the saltfish actually, is one of the best dishes in the world. It is actually second best dish in the world, because they'll not just take food and just prepare it. They will take their time to prepare food, and they will prepare it using different ingredients until the taste of that food is wow, wow, wow. And we have seen it. Actually, let us come to Dimwango before she left Jamaica, because I'm sure now she's not in Jamaica. They had gone somewhere in a forest, and they were supposed to prepare yam, and there was sweet potatoes, and there was pumpkins, and there was garlic. Guys, there are some birds that are making noise. We are outside because in this area of ours, electricity has become a great problem. We are always having a problem with electricity. There is no electricity. Once in a week, there is the day there is no electricity. So that is why you can feel, or you can hear we are outside, and that is why you can hear the birds. Therefore, they went to the forest and they were supposed to prepare this food. They were supposed to prepare fish. There was fish, there was pumpkin, there was arrowroots, there was yam, and they had prepared some, I think, what? Hoho. Hoho is a type of what? What is it called? Let me not say. Hoho, we call it in Kiswahili. And it is called paprika or something like that. Something like that. I can't remember the name of that. So they prepared the ingredients and we saw them prepare the food and we saw them eating the food and it was wow. They take their time to prepare good food. The other time we watched Kino. He had prepared black beans. Is it red beans or black beans? I think they were red beans. Red beans and chapati. Chapati is what? A duff rolled and cooked using oil, and that is what we call chapati. So they had prepared chapati, and the stew was the red beans, and they had put, of course, spices, and the food was so sweet. We saw Shonarwa dancing as she was taking this food. The Jamaican people take time to prepare their food, and that food is usually good food, quality food, and natural food. I said the other day, the reason why maybe Dimwango has really added weight in Jamaica, because of eating good food, quality food, natural food, and that is what she likes. So I really appreciate the food, the Jamaican people, the way they prepare their food, the way they cook, and by the way, they are very clean. That fish, when Cora Smith and Dimwango and Shonarwa, they were preparing, and the group, the Cora Smith group, they had to really clean the fish, clean the coconut, wash the what is it called? The whatever was in the coconut shell. They clean them well with clean water many times. Jamaicans are very, very clean, and therefore their food is good. It is hygienically prepared, and therefore that is a kudos to the people of Jamaica. We really appreciate learning every day about you. And now, guys, we are so sad that Dimwango is leaving Jamaica, and this is the woman who was taking us around so that we can see the Jamaica that we don't know. But we are also happy on the other side that shorn Arwa is soon arriving in Jamaica, and we're going to have the tingo. You know the tingo? She moves to details. She can show us from the person standing on the roadside to the details, and therefore we really appreciate Shonara. We hope she's going to Jamaica because she has not told us where she's going, but we really hope that she's going to Jamaica because she said she's going to go to the country she loves so much. And where else does Shonara love so much? It is only in Jamaica. It's only in Jamaica people go and return. It's only in Jamaica people go and return back. And therefore we know Shonarwa is coming back to Jamaica, and we are happy for that. Those that are creating an enmity between Shonarwa and D, please don't. Because there are people who are saying this, saying that, and especially in the enemy camp. And I agree with you because I saw so many comments from the people of Jamaica and even everywhere where the Dimwango and Shonarwa are watched. People saying that giving gossips actually, trying to compare them, trying to say who is this, and that is unwanted. All these girls, I told you the other day, they have different qualities. They have their uniqueness. They have their differences. They have their way of life. They have their weaknesses and strength. So please let us not compare them. Let us embrace them. Let us support them. And that is what we are called for. Supporting each other and growing each other and uplifting each other. That is the best trait in life. So from there, we are going to move all the way to the, is it the western side of Kenya? the western side of Kenya. I think it is the western side of Kenya. Guys, there is a lot of noise here because we are outside, like I told you. There are some iron sheets that are making noise on the other side, but bear with us, we are outside, and therefore there is a lot of interference here and there. So we move all the way to Dimwango's brother, Iam Marwa. Iam Marwa did a good job, a wonderful job, a heartbreaking job. The job of uplifting the people of Nyambohanze. And so many young men, so many young women were actually uplifted to start their YouTube channels and to be able to support their own and to be able to stand on their own and to be able to do projects on their own. But let me tell you guys, the work of the devil is to steal, kill, and destroy. The devil attacks you in the path of your success, in the path of your victory, where he sees that your victory lies. And this is what has happened. So many quarrels, so many fights, so many witch hunting, so many jealousy and envy, and we cannot even tell what is wrong with the boys in Nyambohanze. Let me talk about boys because most of the quarrels we have seen are actually from men, the young men in Nyambohanze. The other day, we saw Mayuguno and Sajo fighting each other, taking each other to court, having their shenanigans on the streets of social media, which is very, very unfortunate. Mayuguno is Iam Marwa's making. Sajo is all of them. Let me talk about all of them are made by Marwa. When Marwa was building these people, he had the best of intentions. English is not vegetable, guys, like Mayuguno says. So he had very good intentions. But these boys, I don't know whether it is money, the donations, that has made them crazy, that has made them envy each other, that has made them fight each other, or that has made them feel jealous for each other. I don't know what is going on in Nyambohanze. Maybe because they were not used to the kind of money they are getting. And therefore they are so excited, they are competing with each other, they are feeling jealousy on each other, they are doing their funny things on each other. It is so unfortunate because the intentions of Marwa was to have villagers being uplifted, villagers being independent, villagers being economically independent, and they can stand on their own. On the other hand, when I look at the level of education of these people, I'm wondering, is it because these people do not know how to handle fame, how to handle whatever they are getting? Let me not say about education because many people are uplifted and they have not gone to school and they manage whatever they have very well. I think there is a demon in Nyambohanze that is actually fighting these people to bring them down. Look at Mayuguno now. Mayuguno, the last video I watched about him, he was going to the village. I don't know to do what. We have also had this Masubowan, that he's fighting people because they have reacted on his video, while he himself is the greatest reactor of Iam Marwa. Iam Marwa or Dimwango or Kograt's mom or Kograt's dad or David Jr. have never actually threatened him or went ahead and hired people because he has been reacting so negatively about them. And we have not seen this family also doing something to the negative reactors that react on them. Because these YouTube streets, you have to accept criticism, you have to accept being appreciated, you have to accept everything that comes your way. Because you're not going to please everyone who sees you, who watches your channel. Some you will please, some you will not please. And these young men should be told that. They should listen to this, if they ever listen to this channel. That this YouTube streets is for those people that can be able to accept criticism, positive or negative criticism, and not go emotionally to actually threaten each other, take each other to court, do the shenanigans they are doing in the village. It's not called for. Let the intentions of Iam Marwa and Dimwango, when they were actually helping these people, come to be Let God bless you, enlarge you, and you make Nyambohanze the most developed village in the Western region. But not fighting each other, waiting for each other on the streets, threatening to kill each other. That is not wanted. It's not warranted. It's not worth. And therefore, let us embrace each other in the streets of social media. They are large streets, and therefore, God will bless you in your own way. You never know. And it is God who gives favor. He gives you favor in what you should. He gives you favor to the people who are coming to view you. It's not about competition. It's not about jealousy. It's not about envy. So it's important to understand that, guys. And I think I'll stop there today. And I wish you the best of the day. Actually, today is this time is 3:46 in Kenya. So I don't know whether it is what time it is in your country, but we wish you the best. This video will come maybe during the day in your country or at night. Before I forget, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the house. May the Lord be with you. May the Lord be with your children. May the Lord enlarge you. May the Lord protect you. Yeah, we appreciate mothers. They do a great job bringing up children, bearing children, taking care of them, and doing all what mothers do. So I salute you and happy Mother's Day to you all. Wish you God's blessings until we meet again.